Today, I will be reacting to Frank Zappa. What's up guys, GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Big shout out to Wayne. Thank you so much for the coffee. I really appreciate it. So he has requested this song, which is Zomby Woof or Zomby Woof. I don't even know what's going on here. Frank Zappa is Frank Zappa. How can I even describe him? But yeah, I'm continuing on with the rabbit hole here. I've reacted to only 3 of his songs, and there's like dozens, even hundreds that I want to get to. So you might as well stay tuned, subscribe if you're interested. But yeah, let's take a look here. Actually, what year did this come out? I just have a, I'm curious. I'm gonna guess 1976. Just for fun. Release date 1973. Okay. As part of the album Overnight Sensation. Gotcha. It is featured as the first track on side 2 of the original LP. The album was recorded between March and June 1973. Disc Read Records. Okay, fair enough. Let's get into the song. 5 minutes. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you would like to support my music journey, please check out my Patreon over here. It helps out a lot. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's go.
Some sleep. I stretched myself out on my antique bed, and my spirit did a midnight creep. You know I'll never sleep no more. It seemed to me that it just ain't wise. Did you ever wake up in the morning with a zombie wolf behind your eyes? Just about as evil as you could be.
I feel like I'm having a stroke. My anxiety is through the wolf. it literally sounds like the song is going off the rails. My brain, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I can take it. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I have a link of the original video down in the description below. And of course, I'm exaggerating here. I definitely, enjoy how like limitless this band is. It's like they literally don't. There are no rules here, and it does sound chaotic. I don't know if I described it like this way before, but it's controlled chaos. And I've been reading a lot of the comments that people leave for my other reactions, and people are saying, don't get it twisted, brother. Like, this is all, composed and written deliberately. The only things that change are guitar solos, as I understand it, because Frank Zappa liked to, perform them differently every time so that things didn't get boring. And I don't know how they would even get remotely boring when you have a song like this one. It's just so wacky. There's so many sounds. It reminds me of, like, if you guys have ever seen behind the scenes of how you make like sound designs for animations, right? And it's usually somebody in a room where they have like a ton of different elements. It's just very random, and then they're watching the screen, right? For example, you could be doing like Looney Tunes or whatever, and it's just like, they're stepping on this, and now there's like wet boots, and you have to hear the rubber and a little bit of a splash, and then they're just hammering like a bunch of different instruments and pots and stuff all over. That's what this reminds me of. It's like one person in a room, just with like almost like hoarders, if you guys ever watched that show, but like a hoarders of like instruments and different assortments of things that make sounds. And it's just like, you have metal over here, and you have drums, and you have like some sort of wood materials, and of course you have the electric guitar. It's just crazy. I'm sweating as I talk right now. It's like you listen to that and you have to take a deep breath. Don't mess with the Zomby Woof. And now I'm looking at the visualizer here, and all the little details and intricacies that we see. It's very like visually appealing. I mean, it's crowded for sure, as like in a composition point of view, just like a lot of different things. it's hard to pick a focus point, but I guess in this case it would be the electrical cord here. And so we have Bob's. I don't remember what that is, but I think I have seen this figure before. I don't know if he was like a cartoon or maybe a mascot for a restaurant. I know McDonald's for sure. That's over here. We have Air India. Okay, an airline. Zappa Mothers poster over here for the show. Okay, different things over here. A floating white chair. Somebody's foot. Shell, Florida. Okay, the gas station here is like a flyer. And then something's leaking over here. Something's leaking. We have a brown boot. Looks like maybe Frank Zappa wore that. And then this is what... Can somebody confirm or deny? This to me looks like or those conjoined twins, but it's Frank Zappa and Ron Jeremy. Jukebox kind of thing going on here, or is this one of those what is like machines where they put the lottery balls and that's how they do the random assortment? That looks like it's for the lotteries. I don't know. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on. But like I said, I just respect it because they're so different, and especially for the time period. Really thinking like, you know, we could do anything. Like it's such a free thinker type of way. And even to this day, I don't think I have ever heard a musician or a band get this crazy. And I have heard a lot. But there's just no one that's willing to do it. Maybe they're afraid. You know what? I think they're afraid of the record labels and the music industry not, you know, adopting their sound, and therefore they're not going to make sales. And if you're a musician and you don't, you know, hit those records, then yeah, you're not going to be that wealthy. But maybe, you know, that's the thing. Back in this day, people were maybe more open-minded to different types of music, if that makes any sense. Because today, the main focus is on like commercial pop. And that's what sells. That's what you see everywhere. That's what gets, you know, Grammys and stuff like that. But back in the day, you know, in the 70s, I have come to learn that it may be the best decade of music. Before I started the channel, I was thinking the 80s. That's still probably my favorite in terms of the songs and everything that went on there. But looking back at all the different reactions and artists that I've stumbled upon, there was such variety of music. I mean, one of the biggest musicians that I have reacted to on here is the Carpenters. Now let's compare that. The Carpenters to Frank Zappa. Maybe total opposites. So yeah, it's cool that we have so much, you know, different music, and we can go here and we can go there. But yeah, guys, the journey continues. Let me know in the comments what you thought about, you know, my commentary, if you have suggestions, and please subscribe. At the end, do a flip. Till the next.